Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into an early LEGO Fortnite Summer 2025 set review. Today we are looking at set number 77076. This is the Durrr Burger Restaurant. Has 546 pieces, retailing for $59.99 USD or $79.99 Canadian. I picked this up early from a store here in Canada, and it is going to be available beginning on June the 1st. I'm so excited about this because of the location, the skins and outfits that we're getting, but also you get an in-game skin when you buy this as well, which is the Beef Boss skin, which is really great. You can see the characters included here in the set. Over here on the back of the box, you can see the other side of the building, as well as how you're actually building it like you do in LEGO Fortnite, which is really exciting. So let's go ahead. Let's build this. All right, here it is all built. If you want, there are time codes and chapters if you want to hop around to specific sections of the video, just the minifigures, maybe just the build, the side builds, rebuilding it all. You can find it all down below. So here's the restaurant on its own. I love this. I think that the building techniques for the roof specifically is my favorite part of the entire build. There is a little bit of an interior with a ground floor and a bit of an attic, and there are some stuff on the outside that we have to look at here as well. But let's go ahead and let's go through the restaurant. You know what? We're going to do things a little differently than other reviews that we do here. We're going to work our way from top to bottom. So here we have this brick-built Durrr Burger, which looks great. I love the little olive on top with the toothpick. The build for the eyes is really cool. I was like, in all the images, I'm like, I don't think those little clip pieces work well and how they actually have the eyes attached. But seeing it in person and just actually attaching that and lowering it to those curved pieces, I think it does a great job. You can actually open up the top part of the bun if you wanted to and actually have this going up and down. I really like, and I'm just realizing now I could detach the entire thing to show you the inside there, the tomato or ketchup layer there. You've got the tongue, which is a different color than even Beef Boss in the set, a different color than the big actual Durrr Burger build that's its own set. You have cheese underneath there, and I like how it's also a different shape. It's not all curved. You could see there that it's an actual slope piece there, so that's neat. The little actual beef patty there, I think the build for that looks pretty good, how it attaches to the tongue. And overall, the orange color, it's fine. I think it's the closest way to actually have the bun represented there. And then obviously underneath you have that little connection point that you saw from before. And it's very simple and easy to attach the burger onto the top part here. And you can actually move this a little bit back and forth and angle it. Now, this sign is really awesome. This piece, first used for all the Disney princess storybooks and everything, that's a sticker. The quality of the print is not good, and I think it's the logo is just a lower resolution. You could see it's not sharp enough for a sticker that you would expect. And I'm not saying that's on LEGO. I think that's on Fortnite for the assets that they provided, but I really like that. I don't know why there's this blue peg sticking out here on the back. I guess it's so that if you wanted to, you could very easily just customize and switch around if you wanted to actually move the burger onto the other side. Coming a little bit lower, the roof is great. I love the orange sections, how it's sticking out just a bit more, but my favorite part is this gray trim here. I think that looks great. Also the build for the blue trim as well, and how there's a little bit of an overhang. I think that is very impressive. The build, you'll see it's not as simple as you might think just looking at this. Something else I like is that there's studs here, so you can take the characters and actually place them there so that they're sitting on top of the roof. The different colors here as well, with the dark brown and regular reddish brown, gives a nice little texture, I think, and how it's also not just completely reflected on each side. I like that it's different on both sides of the restaurant. Down below, I think the walls look great. These pillars, you actually build them 5 times, just rotating around all the different masonry bricks. You've got over here this cute little umbrella section, and you've got 2 seats for 2 different figures. You've got a coffee cup there as well as some eggs. I like the little mini Durrr Burger umbrella. I think that's really cute. Also, using the plate pieces there for eyes is really smart with the studs. And the idea is that you are meant to detach different sections of the build here specifically, and you can bring like the little menu order sign over here from the side to the front, which is really cool. By the way, that is a sticker. You could see that we've got like a drink the eggs, the burger, as well as one of the peppers for sale there, and the big order sign on top on that 2x4 Mario tile there with that sticker. Now this whole thing, now I just want to focus on the design for the windows. I love the blue windows. That looks great, as well as these little orange tiles. That little decoration trim looks great with those sloped pieces there. I love that a lot. Over here on this side of the building where the menu sign was, you could see it's the exact same sort of similar design to the front, but it's only 4 studs wide. Over here on this side, you've got the exact same design for the window that you just saw, but here we've got this really cool build for the peppers. This little plot looks like it's ripped straight out of the game, and you could also easily remove the little peppers. Now taking a step inside through the door, you've got a very cute interior here. Over here on this table, you have a simple little build for the burger that you can just place on top of the counter. You've also got a cash register there, which has a sticker on it. Over here on the table, you have a very interesting and unique build there for the drink. That's got a unicorn horn piece inside for the straw. In the corner, you've got a soda or slushy machine there with the different flavors, and then you've also got all the different condiments and different ingredients that you could add to the burger. Up here in the attic, it's not the biggest thing. You do have a spider, but then you've also got this crate here, which has a couple of different things. Inside, there is a shovel. You've got 2 pieces here of dynamite, as well as just a regular little pepper there like you'd see in your inventory of the actual item. Now, what's interesting is the implications here with the dynamite or the TNT inside of this crate. Of course, in the game, it's meant to actually demolish your building. So you can take the top of the roof off there, and then you'll notice one of the pillars already came off very easily, and that is because, again, you're meant to actually customize and build this like in the game. So boom, all the walls and everything here can actually topple on down. So what you're meant to do is you take the different sections here and the door, you're going to put it over here on this side. So you just rearrange it here so that the door is on this side. But also something you can do if you want to, you can also have the door actually over here on this side. And this is something the instructions actually shows you and wants you to encourage you to actually do and make your own little builds. What I like about this is how the slope pieces up above actually line up to make this a little bit stronger, actually having those parts meet, I think is very interesting. Starting things off, we have the Beef Boss skin. And this is just insane to me. I drew this, I don't know how long ago, and it's just such a weird feeling to have in hand. And I know that I'm going to say that for a couple of people, but this one specifically, it's just so iconic to Fortnite. To have this is incredible. It'd be great to get some arm printing here for sure. But regardless, it is a great figure. Look at the torso and the leg printing there. I love that little sticker there, whatever that patch, the Durrr Burger. The bow tie and the sesame seeds and everything sprinkled throughout it is amazing. This headpiece here is just hilarious and just looks great, I think, with the tongue sticking out. All the different Lego colors here as well that are actually printed looks amazing. It is actually dual molded with the reddish brown and the medium nougat there. Also included for him is this bigger sword, which looks pretty cool as an accessory. So to get this skin in game, all you got to do is you open up your camera app, scan the instructions, and once you open that up, hit get code, copy and paste the code onto Fortnite's redeem your reward page, then hit activate, and now you should have it inside of your game. The skin is worth 1,500 V-Bucks, which comes out to about $13.50 USD. Here is the Beach Bomber skin, who looks amazing. I love the torso printing there on the back. Looks great with the tattered shirt there, and you can see it over here on the front as well. I love the legs. The printing there looks awesome. Definitely could have been dual molded or side leg printing, but still the fact that we are even getting leg printing and that it's not a reuse is kind of crazy. This face is brand new as well, since she is a little bit of a darker skin color than the regular different bomber outfits and the Ramirez faces. So that looks pretty good. Could have definitely had a second face print there, and this could be reused elsewhere, but I really love this hair and hat combo. The hot pink ponytail there in the back of this black cap looks great, as well as the printing there on the top. You've got this shield here, this basic wooden shield there, as well as a sword. Next, we have Grimey. I feel like this is not a particularly iconic skin. Maybe it is. I'm maybe misspeaking, but I feel like there's just so many more iconic outfits and characters that we need to be getting for LEGO Fortnite. But it still looks pretty good with the torso printing there with the different faces and bubbles. And then you've got this little doodle face there. And the hood piece here in black is really cool to be getting. You've also got the sword as well as one of the torches included, which is obviously very helpful in the game. And included is a Lego skeleton enemy here, which is just the same body and everything, the head that we get regularly, but with a pickaxe as the weapon. And again, technically speaking, there's another enemy here with the spider, which you saw earlier in the attic. And as everyone, that is my review of the Durrr Burger Restaurant. I love this set. It is a very, very, very iconic location to the original Fortnite, and then bringing it into LEGO Fortnite is great. I love this build, like I said, and just how they really captured the element of actually building in LEGO Fortnite in this set, and the customizability that you have with that is a lot of fun. And I think the skins and everything and the outfits that you're getting. Anyways, everyone, be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so you don't miss out on future LEGO Fortnite set news and reviews just like this video. You can find a playlist at the end with all the other sets we've reviewed. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.